What's going on, guys? I hope all is well. How to be more productive. And this is a powerful thing, being productive, because I think the ultimate reason why we are here as people is to be productive people. We're here to be able to do great things and to be able to make a difference, make an impact while here on this earth. And I believe that, if we're not making an impact, then we are doing ourselves a disservice. And also we are doing our fellow mankind a disservice as well, because, the things that we are meant to do as far as, being creative, offering services and just serving people, fellow mankind needs that. So if we're not being productive, then we are definitely being at a disservice. And I believe that the reason or the way to be more productive is to have a schedule, is to be able to list down on a piece of paper, in as simple as that, and to list down on a piece of paper the things that you need to do, the things that you are wanting to do, and to be able to list those things, from most important to least important. And I think the thing that what hurts us is that sometimes, as far as being productive, is that we go from this thing to that thing to that thing to that thing, and we're just kind of all over the place. And sometimes when you multitasking like that, and you're just going back and forth, it's hard to complete something. But I think once we kind of have that tunnel vision and focusing on one thing at a time, and knocking that thing out and then moving on to the next thing, that's how we can start to kind of build that momentum. For example, the snowball method, that's a method to be able to pay off debt. You list your debts from the highest debt to the lowest debt, and then you basically from that biggest debt, you be able to I'm sorry, it's the opposite. You do list all your debts, but you start paying them off from the lowest debt to the highest debt. And the reason why you do that, because you want to build that momentum, because once you give your all towards that lowest debt, you build that momentum. And then you work on the second smallest debt, you knock that out, you pay that off, and then you building more momentum, and then on and on, essentially. So you have to focus on one thing at a time, because if we're just kind of going back and forth, I think that can kind of disperse some of our energy that we have, some of that fire that we have. But if we can kind of be like that, kind of incorporate our productivity similar to the snowball method, then we could be able to be productive, because we're kind of knocking out things one at a time, and we're just slowly building that momentum. So, I would list things from the most important to the least important, as far as things you need to do, and be able to knock out that thing that's most important, and don't move on to the next thing until that first thing is knocked out, and just keep going and going. And that's how we can kind of build that momentum to become more productive people. So it doesn't have to be that hard, being a more productive person. But it does take planning. It does take sitting down and writing down on a piece of paper or in your phone the things that you need to do. Because I think what hurts, what hurts me, or what did hurt me, is that I was kind of more of a spontaneous person, meaning I would wake up one day, or just wake up in a day and just do stuff. I would just do stuff that was on my mind. And technically that's not a great way to be more productive, because you need to be intentional with your time. You need to be intentional with your day, and just be a overall intentional person. Because when you are intentional, that means that you have a focus, that you have things planned out, and that's how you can be able to really hone in on the things you need to do and be able to really make a difference and be able to really be more productive while here on this earth. So my word of advice would be to stop being spontaneous and be intentional every day with your time, and just make sure that the things every day that you write down the things that you need to do. And I will start off every Sunday, because Sunday is the start of the week. Every Sunday, write down things you need to do on Sunday, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Have it wrote down. Write down things you need to do on each day. And when you get to that day, don't move on to the next thing until you get the first thing done. So that's how to be more productive. So I hope this really blessed you guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment as well to let me know what things you are doing to be a more productive person. So I appreciate you guys. Peace.